getting ready aboard the Yamaha Gem Blue AHM Motorsports team bike. Maybe. But we have Muhammad Izzat Zaidi, all getting ready for this qualifying session. With Afif, and behind him is Helmi Azman. Afif Amran, the hometown rider. Behind Helmi, looking a bit worried for the session coming up ahead. He has struggled to find pace. Behind him we have Kasma Daniel. Kasma still trying to find his footing, but very strong showing so far in free practice 2 earlier. It's great to see that. And here we have none other than Shafiq Rasul. Can he sprinkle some magic for this session? Behind him, Nazrul Izzat looking to charge in for the championship fight. Nazrul Izzat, of course, just behind Azhar Hakim Anwar with 45 points. And right next to Nazrul Izzat there, because right next to Nazrul Izzat was Shafiq Ayman. Behind him was Faiz Zakri. Now a bit of cloud cover, but it's not likely to rain this afternoon. There's no predictions for rain weather right now. As you can see, there's a bit of a wind just now. And this looks to be the spot where Akid Aziz crashed just now. Ooh, that is a hard crash for Akid Aziz. And he crashed like that early on in the session. He got up and qualified first. Now that's truly the heart of a lion right there. That's an unbelievable recovery from Akid Aziz. To be able to crash there, get up and act like nothing happened, and just continue like that. Yeah. But that shows the true safety standards that have been risen for the riders in their equipment and the barriers. Thankfully, the rider is safe and able to ride again. So now the marshals just readjusting the barrier to make sure that it is safe to run again and that the riders do have the protection that is required for the racing. So now they will have to wait until the marshals are done adjusting and putting the barriers back in place, hence the slight delay. So for now we look at all the riders sitting on the bikes, anxiously waiting to get out. So there's Zaidi on your left, Fazal Sham as well. Sitting looking very calm and collected for this qualifying session. He almost never looks shaken at all by anything that happens. Now we're gonna have a quick look at the weather right now. Now you see there is cloud cover, no, not really suspected to rain. What looks full of clouds also is full of blue skies, but it is windy. That could play as a factor. But pretty nice weather that we're having, very nice tropical weather. There's some cloud cover here and there. Nothing to be too concerned about. So right now a reminder of what happened in the free practice 2 for the CP150B. In first place was Ahmad Afif Amran with a 49.523. In second was Izzat Zaidi with a 50.222. Third was Kasmat Daniel with a 50.33. Fourth was Nazrul Izzat with a 50.374. In fifth was Ahmad Fazul Sham. So plenty to fight for still. Very close gaps between the top 5 riders. One thing I can let you guys know for sure is that waiting on the bike like this during a delay is honestly one of the toughest things to do. It is just so tiring, and it's very warm wearing a leather suit in this heat, and it only makes you more anxious. So recap for anyone who just joined us, we are in round 5 and 6 of the Malaysian Cub Prix. We are in Kuala Terengganu, and we are ready for some action. Finally, we are back in the track other than Sepang International Circuit. And for now, we are waiting for the CP150 B category to start their qualifying session. So you can see the wind is picked up quite a bit throughout the afternoon. And at 3 p.m., the weather seems to be very fair for the afternoon. We don't expect any rain. We don't expect it to be too hot. It's about 32 degrees Celsius outside right now. It's the ideal weather for riding. So now the riders are able to go out. The green flag has been waved for them to proceed with the qualifying session. Helmi, one of the last people to exit the pits, interestingly enough. Right now the riders will need to get heat into the tires. They were sitting for quite a long time, so the tire warmers would not have had much effect thanks to that. This is a very intense battle, and we are looking forward to seeing what's going to happen. You can see the riders really have to get heat into the tires. They were sitting for such a long time. That's another factor I forgot to mention earlier. It's tough for the riders because now they have to get proper heat into the tires and then start their qualifying laps, which will buy time. It will take a bit of time, but 15 minutes is quite a bit of time for them to make it through this qualifying session and get them sorted. There was Helmi Azman there. This large group of riders coming through. Helmi just happily staying behind this group for now. And I suspect another couple of minutes we'll start seeing the real hot laps and times coming in. There in your frame we have a great mix of riders. And now in this group we see Ahmad Afif Amran leading the pack in front of his teammate. His teammate, apologies, from his compatriot Kasma Daniel Kasma Yudin. So Kasma tagging along behind Ahmad Afif. A great reference for Kasma Daniel because Ahmad Afif was the pace setter for this category. And Ahmad Afif already pulling a gap a bit from Kasma Daniel, and we're following the number 50 right now. Ahmad Afif from the Petronas Sprinter Yamaha CKJ Racing Team. Kasma Daniel from the Petronas Sprinter Yamaha Maju Motor Team. Ahmad Afif is a hometown hero, so he'll be looking to make this round count. Now we're following Kasma Daniel as he comes across the line. It looks like it's going to be very fast laps already. And a 50.404 from Ahmad Afif. Already we're getting hot laps. Nazrul Izzat goes third with a 51.004. Nazrul Izzat right behind this couple of riders here. And Kasma Daniel behind Afif. They'll be looking to capitalize on this. And he's caught in traffic. Afif in his way a little bit here. And he's not in this. That was a perfect example of how tight this track is to make an overtaking maneuver. But behind, next to Afif there, was actually Mohamed Fikri Ashraf Razali. He's running in 5th right now with 51.172. Helmi Azman, as I came across earlier, with a 52.380. Israel Izzat comes across the line. We don't expect this to be his hot lap, but 50.898, but already lots of changes coming in. Mohamed Izzat Zaidi goes second with a 50.688. And once again, like I said, this is still very early. They need to get heat back in tires before they get full confidence in. Another rider that came up already is Ahmad Fazal Sham, 51.023, but still far off their free practice 2 times. Actually, for Ahmad Afif, that is, he did a 49.523, so still more or less second to find. Ahmad Fazal Sham improves to a 50.504. Izzat Zaidi down into 3rd, Kasmadina down to 4th, while Fitri Ashraf in 5th. Now we follow Ahmad Fazal Sham from the Yamaha Gem Blue AHM Motorsports team. Ahmad Fazal Sham still running in 4th. Izzat Zaidi goes first with a 50.384. Ahmad Afif go down into 2nd now. This is the group that we are all very excited for. So many big names, so many riders that can challenge, and the timing gap is so slim, it's so hard to find the top 5 in this. But behind Ahmad Fazal Sham right now is Muhammad Amir Rossi Amidi. This looks to be a good lap from Ahmad Fazal Sham, but nothing too menacing yet. His previous fastest just now was a 50.504. Earlier in the day, he made a 50.441 in free practice too, so not far off what he did earlier, but still needs to find that extra to get into the 49s. Now we saw Faiz Zakri Sabri there of the 1xx racing team about the Benelli. There we have rider number 19, Mohamed Izzat Zaidi, currently running in 1st. Here's Kasmadin and Kasmayuddin, 2nd currently. Izzat Zaidi improves to a 50.130. Ahmad Afi as well, 50.404 still. Now for Kasman Daniel, Kasmayuddin. Kasmayuddin, of course, coming back in the Cub Prix after spending a few seasons abroad in the CEV and Moto2 World Championship. Now he's back to CP150 and he's looking to make an impact, and he's been improving every run, and he's been finding more and more confidence. And it's been great to see how he started to get that rhythm back. And 50.265 for Kasmadina. That is his best lap currently. 9 minutes left in his qualifying session for the CP150B category. Currently we're looking at Izzat Zaidi from the Nippon Yamaha Wayapang Racing team. Izzat Zaidi has been consistent this weekend so far through the FP1 and free practice 2 sessions. A bit of traffic in front of him. He's got Afif in front of him as well. Nazir Izzat does not look happy at all. This does not look like good news for Nazir Izzat at all. And by the looks of it, that could be the end of this qualifying session. So drama for Nazir Izzat. He might not make it for, well, he's almost definitely not making it for Singapore if he can't get his bike running again. And of course, in the championship, he is 2nd with 45 points. So this is going to be real drama for Nazir Izzat. Now, a bit of sparks flying there. Can't tell from which bike that was, but now we're following Izzat Zaidi. Behind him, Shafiq Russell. Izzat Zaidi running in 2nd still. Sparks flying from Izzat Zaidi's bike by the looks of it. This is heartbreak for Nazir Izzat. Looks like Nazir Izzat will not be finishing this qualifying, and that's absolute heartbreak for him. We hope he'll be able to find the problem and he'll be able to fix the bike for the coming race session. Absolute heartbreak for Nazir Izzat. He really needed this for the fight for the championship. But for now, we look at Kasman Daniel, who's moved up to 50.03, but we'll focus on Mohamed Shafiq Russell first. Shafiq Russell running in 7th right now, not far off at all in the time splits. got a 50.755. The difference is 1.209 on his fastest lap. He will need to find just a few more tenths and he will be into the top 5 ready for Super Bowl. Now we're following over Shafiq Russell for the 1XOX TKKR racing team. Shafiq Russell relegated to 8th by Amir Rossi, but comes across, and this is not a particularly fast lap. It's 52.249 for Muhammad Shafiq Russell. Muhammad Fitri Ashraf Razali has gone up into 5th. 50.408. And now we're focusing on Ahmad Afif, the first rider to go into the 49s. He did a 49.546. So almost matching his free practice 2 time of 49.523. And just like earlier in the day, he was the only rider from the CP150B to drop into the 49s. So now we follow Ahmad Afif Amran. At this point, it looks like his chances for Super Bowl are almost secure. And behind him, you can see the distance with Muhammad Shafiq Russell still looking for this extra tenth. Afif Amran sitting at 51, nothing too shocking for a timing there. By the looks of it, no real improvements so far. No one has challenged the timings of the top 5. And just over 5 minutes left, and it looks like Kasma Daniel's still pushing in this session. The gap between him and Ahmad Afif Amran is 0.459. But here we're looking at Ahmad Fazul Sham, currently running in 3rd with a 50.104. And he improves again, 50.004 now is Ahmad Fazul Sham. Mohamed Helmi Azman improves into 7th with a 50.569. So Helmi Azman is still an opportunity to get into Super Bowl now. If Helmi can find his pace in the remaining 4 minutes left, he just needs a few more tenths and he will be up into the top 5, able to go for Super Bowl. And now this is worrying for Nazrul Izzat as everyone starts to improve, his time is dropping, and the worry is we have 3 riders who will be eliminated from the race, as we will only have a 24 rider grid. So should his time now stand in position start, he will be safe for the race, but it is worrying. Kasma Daniel improves again. Kasma Daniel set a 49.835, 0.289 seconds away from Ahmad Afif's time. And now we're looking at Afif. Afif sets his lap and nothing to shout about there, but he's starting his next lap now. There's less than 4 minutes left in the session. Behind Afif is Muhammad Fitri Ashraf Razali, who is currently in 5th. So Muhammad Fitri Ashraf en route right now to go into Super Bowl, but Helmi Azman also improves to a 50.427. He is in 6th now, knocks Amir Rossi down into 7th. Now following Afif right on the limits of the track, Fitri Ashraf right behind him. We shall see whether this is going to be a strong lap from Afif or not. This looks to be within the 50s, I believe. 49.550, I was completely mistaken in that. But no improvements by the other riders. They just complete very strong laps so far. Afif looking back, looks like he might be pulling it off already. But the gap between the top 5 is not far at all. Helmi needs just 0.3 seconds more to knock Fitri Ashraf off 5th position and get into Super Bowl. So Helmi the rider to look out for in the time splits right now. But Afif looking like he's starting his next flying lap. There we go, there's Helmi Azman currently running in 6th. No improvements right now from Helmi Azman, but he'll need to find that extra bit in 2 minutes left. He will get about 2 or 3 laps more in this qualifying session to do so. So still opportunities ahead for the likes of Helmi Azman. following. You can see Shafiq Russell there at the bottom of the screen, and now we're trying to focus on Helmi Asman of SK Honda Racing Team. Helmi looking much stronger than Muhammad Amir Rossi Amidi, but this could disturb his lap time. He's caught in traffic, but this was a fast lap. Looking at time splits earlier, it's a 50.276. He is just literally almost inches away from clinching top 5. And yeah, there you go, showing his distaste, shall we say, with what just happened there. Muhammad Fitri Ashraf improves his lap time to a 49.733, and now the top 5 are gapped by 0.5 seconds only. And Helmi is so close to being able to get into this battle for the top 5 spots, but it's looking very difficult for him. Fitri Ashraf improved to 3rd with a 49.733. Ahmad Fazl Sham in 5th runner with a 50.004. Very full of Ahmad Fazl Sham. Behind him is Muhammad Amir Rossi Amidi. So this will be the last lap for the 2 riders in front there, and for Kasbadeno as well. And it looks like Muhammad Shafiq Russell has moved up into 7th with a 50.407. Ahmad Fazl Sham there in the frame of Amir going through Ahmad Fazl Sham. Ahmad Fazl Sham looks like he is done for today's session, and it looks like Helmi's going to get traffic again in the likes of Ahmad Fazl Sham, and this is going to really annoy Helmi Asman now. Ahmad Fazl Easy. He's trying to get the stitching from Ahmad Fazl Sham, but looks like he won't be disturbed in through the chicane. And Helmi Asman looking for Helmi's time right now, and he does not get into Super Pole. So checkered flag has already waved for most of the riders in CP150B, and by the looks of it, this is how it stands. This is your provisional results. We'll have it up in a short bit. There we go. CP150 results, qualifying 1B category. In 1st place, Ahmad Afif Amran. In 2nd place, Kasman Daniel. In 3rd place, Muhammad Fitri Ashraf. In 4th place, Muhammad Izzat Zaidi. In 5th, Ahmad Fazl Sham. In 6th, Muhammad Helmi Asman. In 7th, Muhammad Shafiq Rasul. In 8th, Muhammad Amir Rossi Amidi. And in 9th, we have Nazirul Izzat, who had to retire early. In 10th, Muhammad Kari Ashraf Mahmud. In 11th, Muhammad Faiz Zakri Sabri. And in 12th, Muhammad Shafiq Ayman Muhammad Fauzi.
Afif terpantas di CP150 kumpulan B, jadi boleh ceritakan sikit keadaan Litar dan cuaca yang sedikit tak terlampau panas tapi persaingan tetap rancak.
Okey, kalau kita tengok pada petang ni, itu cuaca memang tak panas tapi keadaan trek memang sangat panas. So itu memberikan kekurangan grip pada tayar belakang kami. So alhamdulillah saya dapat touch up masa lebih baik pada praktis tadi.
Okey, baiklah, terima kasih Afif dan kita akan kembali semula bersama dengan Daniel.